Into sport, workout.
I don't see myself as the typical man in the sense where, how can I put this, where I conform to the stereotypes or do what all these fuckboys do. I'm kind of different in a way.
Yeah, probably a typical man. I like sports.
No, because I think I'm not as typical, because I don't think I'm as emotional and affectionate and stuff.
Yes. Typical woman, just to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a typical woman.
I would disagree, I don't think you are.
What?
I don't think I am either.
Why? What's a typical woman?
No, I don't see myself as a typical woman, but then I would like to ask the question, what do you think is a typical woman?
I think I kind of agree.
Yeah?
I definitely don't see myself as a typical woman. But that is because I'm also very pushy and independent. And I don't see those as qualities as being accepted as a typical woman.
No, warm, loving, affectionate, but still have that kind of strong, independent, work hard, just naturally really caring.
This is going to sound probably a bit sexist and a bit like stereotypical, but I don't know, I think I'm quite girly. Like, I like makeup, I like shoes, handbags, shopping, cooking. Yeah, I think I'm quite traditional like that.
Likes to take care of herself. Likes to take care of other people. Woman is supposed to look good, yeah. Ideally.
Woman, I can't really define the typical woman because everyone is different, but I would say there's a popular stereotype with women, and that would be the girl that likes to think she's crazy, but she's not crazy at all.
No, neither of us are that girly.
You know, we got like...
What a typical woman is, you know?
Yeah, I think so, a little bit. No, you know what? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
I changed your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a typical woman. I've got my friends, my boyfriend. I've got my degree. I think that's something that a typical woman has, like a future. We're looking for jobs. That's something a typical woman has. I want a family eventually. That's something a typical woman has.
I think like a typical woman would be somebody a bit more submissive in the society, a bit more not focusing on herself or her career or being equal to a man. And maybe this is I don't think we're there yet in terms of equality, no. So a typical woman would for me be somebody that's not equal.
Man in a household, well, things have changed. There's not 50 years anymore where the man is expected to be the breadwinner. The role of the man in the household is just to make sure the house is in order, make sure he's there for his children, his wife to protect, and everything.
So a father, to take care of his family, to provide financially and insurance as well. Security, I guess.
I think the game's changing slightly.
Definitely.
So I would say that traditionally it was always that the man provides for the family, right? But I think actually nowadays it's very different, and actually it's a bit of both. It's 50-50.
It's not so much about providing for the family anymore, because I think male, woman, heterosexual or gay, like in relationships in general, anyone can do that now. But I think it's important to have a male role model in everyone's life. So I think it's about providing good influence for young boys and girls rather than providing...
To be a good man, that's it.
To be supportive.
Be supportive, yeah, whatever I want to do. If I want to work, then let me work.
It's quite driven.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I agree.
Like, I want children, so to be a good father.
Be a good dad, but also to work. Do like half and half. I think it's like between the two people.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to be with someone in a family, it's like a partnership. So you've got to split it between the two. Like no matter which side you're taking, as long as it balances out.
Recent representations like Mad Men showing you how a man is meant to take care of the family and all that. It's cute. It's lovely. But I don't want that. I think the role of a man these days is to understand the person that he's chosen to be with and support them and build whatever family works for them too. Him and his partner.
I don't even see what the norm would be anymore, because I think I'm so skewed to one side. When people tell me that, oh, you're so lucky your husband cooks for you, I'm like, am I really lucky? This is a part of his role as well. If I go to work and he goes to work and we both come home at the same time, why should I have an additional role at home and he should just sit on the sofa? We support each other, we do different chores around the house or similar chores or whatever. So for me, it's much more equal than perhaps would be in another home.
Responsibility of the woman in a household, well, if you guys have children, then it's 50-50. Both of you take turns looking after the children, take turns cooking and cleaning, share the workload. It's like an equal effort. You want to coexist together.
Before, it was always a man who was in charge of finance and decisions. Now it's a bit more even. The main focus is just supporting each other and being there for each other.
I'm still quite traditional on this. So if I have kids, I'd want to be there when they get home from school. I'd want to cook for them.
I still think it's the role of the woman in the relationship to bring up the kids and be that mother figure for their children.
To kind of keep the family together, keep the home a kind of warm place.
To do the same,
Do exactly the same.
do the same to the man. Like try and support what he wants to do, as well as doing what she wants to do. Both earn money if they can. They should both earn money.
Yeah. Or if someone doesn't want to earn money, if someone's more comfortable with being a
Staying at home.
being a kept man or a kept woman, then that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that they want to do, it would be the most amazing thing in the world if either of them could support each other.
Yeah. To give each other space to develop to human beings.
If I had a son and a daughter, I think I'd expect the same. I'd maybe expect my son to be more into sports and physical activities. I'm not sure about my daughter, I don't know.
I grew up in a Nigerian household, and what was expected from the sons and the daughters was both the same. Go to university, graduate and get a job and start a family. That was pretty much it.
I feel like boys are still generally a bit naughtier, they push the boundaries a bit more, and they're not typically, not that they don't work as hard, but I think generally they're less organised.
Parental point of view, it's at the end of the day, most parents just want their child to do well. So
And to be happy.
yeah, totally.
I think men have a lot more expectations because I think they're expected to be the ones that bring home the money and provide. So they're expected to get more higher paid jobs. Like I think it'll be less accepted for a man to say, oh, I want to be a YouTuber or something, because it's just looked on as, well, what about if you don't make it, what are you going to fall back on? But I think there's a bit less pressure on women.
Like typically you'd expect your son to be sporty or whatever.
Yeah.
You'd expect a girl to, I don't know, like playing with her friends and like doing hair stuff and like playing with dolls and stuff. But I don't think that, if that isn't the case, then it's completely fine. I don't know.
Yeah, completely.
In terms of ambitions, like we both went into science, so it's like if a girl wants to go into science or do something that's more like challenging, that
Or
isn't
more like
it's not-
male orientated.
like more male orientated, then that
Like you
isn't-
can be a doctor, you don't have to be a nurse. Like you can do, if you're capable to be a doctor, you can be a doctor.
It'll be the father. He'll be the head of the family because he's meant to protect them. He's meant to provide, well, not in terms of like financial support, but just in terms of security. That's your father. He's got your back. Like that if someone does anything to you, your dad will go and handle it. That's the role of the father, just to make sure his household is in order.
Normally the man, I'd say, he's going to be supported by his wife, and he's going to listen to what she's saying. So she might look like she's playing a background role, but she might have more effect.
My family, I'd say actually my mum earns more than my dad, but I'd still say my dad's the head of the family. The father figure is more of the
Dominant?
Yeah, the dominant, but like the protector, if you like.
Yeah.
But it's still, you've still got like the mother still plays an important role.
For me, it's the other way around. My dad earns a lot more than my mum.
I kind of think the women because if the woman is bringing the family together and kind of trying to keep it that unit and make sure that there's family time and warm time, then I would say the woman.
Father? My dad is, yeah.
Well, my mum.
Yours is your mum?
Yeah, my mum, for sure. I think it works both ways. Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh no, it should be split between
there
them.
shouldn't really be a head of...
No, I'd say well done. You've done a very good job. Very successful.
I wouldn't mind too much.
Wouldn't bother you?
Maybe a tiny bit. Yeah, I think it's good motivation if you're both ambitious to see that someone else is doing better.
I would feel no type of way. As long as she didn't like just dash the money in my face, like boom, this is what's happening, and expect me to put up with it. But I don't mind if she earns more money, then maybe I'll take a backseat role, look after the family, look after the children, chill, and spoil it, you know. Sometimes you just want video games or new trainers, and if she's in a position to provide it for you, then you know what, just take it.
I think that's still kind of expected.
No, but I want to earn an equal. I don't want to earn all the way down here and then he's like up there. I want to be able to, be seen as kind of equal. Not a little bit more. He can earn a bit more if it has to happen.
It is what it is. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
If she did, that'd be great. I mean, people say, oh, you want to be the breadwinner in the house.
Yeah.
But money doesn't mean anything, because in terms of, if you're in a relationship and you're happy and both money comes in for the income and you share it out for the house, the bills, or the children, etc. It doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as it's there.
Intelligence, I'd say, ability, there's physicality, obviously, is different. So a fireman, a firewoman, maybe a fireman can do more in different situations. Intellectually, they're the same. I'd say sometimes emotionally, women are less stable.
Not an ability, because there's clearly some things women can't do that men can do, and there's some things men can do that women can't do. So I wouldn't say in equal terms of ability. There's clear differences. We're built differently. We have different hardware. But in terms of intelligence, it just depends on what books you read, how you was raised, like how intelligent are you in that certain area.
Yes, but in different ways. Like I'm not gonna say that everything is the same, because in my experience it's not. It's more in terms of like personality strength than like academic strength.
I think
equal but different.
Everybody's got different strengths and different weaknesses, and certain traits are more present in men than they are in women, and vice versa.
Yeah, I think men are better at some things. Obviously, not obviously, but they have more natural strength. I think we have different strengths, but we're equal, just in different ways. So whereas I'm good at one thing, my partner might be better at something else.
Intelligence, yes, but inabilities, of course, we can't lift as much as a man can. That's due to our physique. I mean, you can't expect me to lift as much as a man can, but within our abilities, we should be equal to an extent.
Yeah, 100%.
Depends on the person.
No, I think they are. I think everyone's got potential.
Okay, yeah.
It's your circumstances that let you reach that potential. 100%.
Men get into accidents by doing silly things. Women get into accidents doing normal things.
Oh man, of course. I would feel a lot safer if a guy was driving me than a woman. I'm just playing, but I feel men in general drive better than women.
Men.
Well, you can drive, okay. But yeah, he could drive and I can't drive yet. So it's kind of like assumed. Like if you see someone driving badly, you're like, oh, that woman, she can't drive. But it's not always a woman. I think men just have more confidence when they're driving, and they're quite arrogant when they drive. Whereas a woman's a bit more cautious, I would say.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm a really bad driver. I don't so that's just coming from me.
From my experience, men. That's just from my experience, yeah.
No, because it's all about spatial awareness, yeah?
Pretty equal, I guess. I do think men have more spatial awareness. But That's my opinion.
I would go with the current statistics, which are that women are better drivers. Maybe not better, maybe safer.
I drive better than my husband for sure. I mean, 100% I'm a poor driver. It's just something innate. It has nothing to do with gender. And sometimes even now I can get really annoyed with him when he's driving and I'm like, for fuck's sake, Steven, get out of the car. Let me do it.